Full time at Kingsmeadow in the Vitality Women's FA Cup. It's finished. Chelsea women 3, Everton nil. A bitterly disappointing end to the season for Everton. A season which started with so much promise. We went on a long unbeaten run, a run which included knocking Chelsea out of last season's FA Cup at the quarter-final stage when we beat them 2-1 at Goodison. But Chelsea themselves were coming into this game off the back of a heavy Champions League final defeat. And one thing you'd always see in football is that, sometimes the most dangerous time to play a team is when they're coming off the back of a heavy defeat. And certainly when you're talking about the top professionals and the top players, they don't like to get beaten, certainly not on the biggest stage such as the Champions League. So we expected a reaction from Chelsea this evening, and they certainly gave us one. The game started off quite evenly. It was end to end, a couple of chances for both sides. Everton's first chance came from a Hayley Raso cross from the right hand side. It was a lovely low cross to the front post. Valerie Gorvan just about couldn't convert it. Our second chance of the game, Poppy Pattinson played a lovely ball over the top, and Claire Emsley played a first time left footed half volley, which Berger saved. For Chelsea, it was a great save, fantastic save, and what a goalkeeper she is. It was good O'Righton who opened the scoring for Chelsea. Lovely left foot finish after great work from Sam Kerr. And Chelsea took the lead, and it was 1-0 at half time. Chelsea actually had a second goal disallowed for offside. I think it was tight. Beth England with a header at the back post. I'd like to see it again. I only saw the replays on BBC iPlayer. It didn't look offside to me, but I took it. I was happy to take it. But anyway, half time it was 1-0. Everton came out in the second half, and it was a very even game in the second half. Chelsea had chances, Everton had chances. Everton almost pounced on a mistake from Berger when she went to clear the ball, and it hit Valerie Gorvan. She just couldn't keep her feet, and Nicoline Sorensen had a chance to put in the rebound, but she couldn't get clean contact. And Chelsea pretty much went up the other end and scored. It was Sam Kerr. Bit of hesitation at the back from Rika Savecki, and Sam Kerr pounced, and you can't give her that sort of time. You can't mess around when she's around. And it was a great finish from Sam Kerr, right footed, right into the top right corner. Absolutely, absolute rocket. Great finish from Sam Kerr. At that stage, 2-0, 13 minutes to go. The writing's on the wall, but Chelsea added the third, and it was Drew Spence. After the corner was cleared, the ball was played back in. Lovely lifted ball to the back post. Spence with a good header, but it deflected off Jill Scott's back and looped over Sandy McKeever. Sandy McKeever pulled off some great saves tonight as well. Special mention for her. I thought she was outstanding. She's had such a great season for Everton. Still only a young player as well. She's got a huge future ahead of her. Ingrid Movold played her last game as a professional this evening, and it was nice. It was a nice touch of seeing online that Chelsea and Everton players both gave her a guard of honour as she left the pitch after the end of the game. And she was presented with some flowers as well by the Chelsea players. So I thought that was a really nice touch from Chelsea, and obviously wish them all the best for the next round. So overall, disappointing result, but it was a really good performance from Everton. I think 3-0 was a very harsh scoreline, but there's no doubt in Chelsea's class. There's a reason why they're WSL champions. There's a reason why they got to the Champions League final. I don't think that they showed their true potential in that Champions League final, and it's something which I'm sure they'll want to address for next season. It also shows how much work we've got to do. Anyway, big summer ahead. Up the Toffees.